In 1963, a man saw something while repairing his house that changed his life completely. Because a strange and poor city was settled under her house. But the most surprising thing was that it was completely deserted now. Who were the people that built this city, and then where did they go? This story begins in 1963, when there lived a poultryman in Turkey from whose house a chicken would go missing every day. He tried hard to save his chickens, but the number kept increasing, which made him very worried. But the most surprising thing was that no one saw his chicken leave the house, nor did anyone come to his house. So where did his chicken go? Now he was getting very scared, and he thought about breaking down his house. But during the house demolition, a profound truth emerged that changed his life forever in ways he had never imagined. Actually, when he was renovating his house, he discovered a hall behind the wall. The hall was so big that a hen could easily go through. He was scared but also amazed. So he made the hall bigger and went inside. Later, he saw that his chickens were wandering there. But how were they alive here? What did they eat here and how did they breathe? But the biggest question was, who had built such a large basement inside his house? Until now, he had thought it was just a basement. But as he moved forward, his astonishment grew. Because this was not a mere basement, but an entire city built at a depth of several hundred meters across 18 levels, where once more than 20,000 people could live. As he moved forward, his astonishment increased exponentially. He couldn't quite comprehend the remarkable place he had unexpectedly arrived at. But despite the surprise, he kept going. However, after several hours, he decided to return. Now he started to fear that a much bigger danger was ominously waiting for him in the shadows. So what happened next? He quickly came out and informed everyone around him, as he found no end to this place. So he understood that this is not just a small cave, but a whole underground city. This news quickly reached the government, and the people from the Department of Archaeology arrived here. When they explored the cave further, they found out that he was not the only person with a way into this underground city. In fact, there were more houses in the entire city connected to this cave's entrance than just the thieves. But the surprising thing was that no one knew about it. Now not only the city people, but also the archaeology department was surprised, as there was accurate entry in the oldest 600 houses of the city. And this cannot be a coincidence, as the wires of these houses were connected to a cave where an entire city could be inhabited. This is why it was continuously excavated, and finally, a model of this cave was created. When the excavation team prepared a map, the city began to be recognized as the underground city. The map shows that there were not 1 or 2, but 18 floors approximately 280 feet below ground. This entire city was built in such a way that excellent tunnels and passages were created to connect every part of the city. You can gauge how advanced the people here were by the fact that every single resident had proper and well thought out arrangements for air circulation and ventilation in their homes. But as the excavation was underway, various secrets were coming to light, surprising everyone about who had created such wonderful architecture and how it was made. Now this city was under the scrutiny of the archaeological department, so nearby areas were also excavated. When the excavation was complete, it revealed a total of over 200 underground cities present here. You will be surprised to know that more than 40 cities had over 2 levels, but Derinkuyu had the most levels, totaling 18. Level means, just like there are floors in your building, underground floors are called levels. Now the question was, who created this cave and how old is it? The scientist estimated that this city was built for protection against enemies, evidenced by the fact that many houses were connected to this cave. So that people could hide during the attack, large stones were placed at the entrance of the cave to keep the enemy unaware. The archaeologists found information about this underground city in a book written in 370 BC. This book was actually written by a military leader named Xenophon. The name of this book is Anabasis. It is considered one of the oldest books. This book revealed that it was actually a city in Turkey named Derinkuyu. which used to be an advanced city of Turkey, and these underground cities were built before 370 BC. And this was created by Phrygian Sabita. It is said that the Hittite civilization started this, and later the Phrygians advanced it. History shows that the Phrygians attacked the Hittites around 1200 BC to expand their empire. And this was the moment when they gained access to this underground city. They ended the Hittite civilization and took control of the underground city. Therefore, most of this city was later settled by the Phrygians. But then the Phrygian civilization also came to an end, and today this underground city is deserted.